This video will show you how to check and correct a citation made with ZoteroBib. So sometimes when you use a citation generator like ZoteroBib, the citation you get isn't quite correct. The computer maybe failed to pull some of the information that you need from the article. So you always want to check that. So this source I am citing in APA format, and it's a scholarly journal article. So I went to Purdue because I know that's a reliable resource, and I looked up what a scholarly journal article is supposed to look like for the citation. And I noticed, for example, that it's supposed to start with the author, and this one doesn't. So if my source has an author and it doesn't have the author in the citation, that's an error. So I can look here and see that it does have an author, Beverly UN Thompson. So I need to change this. I need to fix it. So I'll click Edit. And the first thing I want to do is check the item type. So this was citing it as a web page, but I know it's a scholarly journal article. So I click on that. And then I'm going to go to the Purdue instructions and go through those and make sure that I have all the information from that citation. So this citation says I need the author first. And so we found that it was Beverly UN Thompson. So I'll type her last name and her first and middle name. The year I saw on the page was 2018, so that'll go under date here on ZoteroBib. The title of the article is Digital Nomads, Employment in the Online Gig Economy. I don't need the letters PDF as part of the title, that's not necessary. Title of periodical, that's the whole journal that this article was published in. And sometimes that's a little tricky to find depending on how you found the article. You can usually find it on the top or bottom of the page. And so here it says Glocalism, Journal of Culture, Politics, and Innovation. And I can copy and paste that. And they call that on ZoteroBib publication. Then I want the volume number. And that's a little tricky to find, but it's here with all this other information. So 2018 is the volume and 1 is the issue. Then I want the pages. Now that's what page you would turn to if you were looking at the printed copy, right? So what page is it on? It starts on, it doesn't have a page number on the first page, but the second page it says 2, so we can infer that the first page is 1 and it ends on 26. Now don't say it's page 1 if it actually starts on page 15. Make sure you check what page it actually starts on. And then they have this that looks like a web address, but it's actually a DOI, which is like a web address, but it's always the same for that article. It doesn't matter, like if a website goes down or something. And this one, it actually had the DOI originally, but it didn't know that it was a scholarly journal article. In ZoteroBib, we just need the part that starts with the number. We don't need the letters DOI. We'll just pop that right in there. And once we have everything in there we need, we click Done, and it formats it for us, okay? ZoteroBib is pretty good about all the little formatting things like the periods, the commas, italics, capitalization. I probably would change the capitalization of this title so that it's normal capitalization, but actually APA says that you can leave it the way that the journal has it for the name of the whole journal, so that's okay. And then it puts it on my bibliography here, and I can use export to download a rich text file that I could use as my actual works cited page once I have all my sources. I hope that helps.